14K IG followers, you're killing it in content, you're killing it in finance. You're like the go-to finance girl in Berlin right now. And, you know, a full-time 9 to 5 software big dev.
In crypto, I have made over 2,000, 3,000%.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So the people you listen to when it comes to money is also very
important. Yeah.
Extremely important. I'm giving myself from now till I'm 40 to be able to get everything I can in my 9 to 5. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry to just jump and start investing because you hear people talk about investment and everything, right?
So you work a 9 to 5 and then also had a side job, another 9 to 5 on the side while juggling this content creating. Girl, how do you do it?
Wake up around 5 in the morning.
Wow.
Go to the gym. On my way to the gym or on my way back to the gym, I'm editing. Weekends.
Hey guys, so it's another mic check with my co-host Dimma. Dimma, I'm so happy to have you on the podcast today.
I'm very happy to be here.
So today I want us to talk about the journey to lead to this success that we see today.
To attach to money, because I know that it can easily be made and you can also easily lose it. And then second thing that I have learned is that whatever life you want to live, you can actually live it. It just depends on how knowledgeable you are. So there are a lot of things, like I know that trading is very good, but I haven't brought myself to do the research.
Yes.
And that mindset thing is that I noticed that a lot of people don't like doing the research. They don't like reading. Even me, sometimes I also get lazy, but reading will expose you to a lot of things. And why a lot of people are also very wealthy is because they do things that other people are not willing to do.
Yes.
Okay. And another thing too is your mindset really matters. If you're someone that believes in abundance, money will flow to you. Like I believe in abundance, and that's why money flows to me. Yes, I might not be a millionaire and all, but most of the times money comes.
You easily get
money. So it's also, if you kind of have like limiting mindset, limiting beliefs, they can really hinder you from going for it, because maybe you want to make this particular investment, you're like, oh no, it's whenever because I hear people say people do it, but whenever I do my own, that's when the market crashes. And when you do it,
and it happens.
So like that mindset, if you can channel your mindset to money easily, money flows through me easily, it works for you. I don't know how that is connected, but your mindset goes a long way with how you make money as well.
Yeah. I like the way you put it, because I feel like our thoughts attract a lot of energy, a lot of the energies that manifest in our life. For example, if you're already feeling like, oh, if I go and put my own now, it will crash. Number one is that you will make your own research.
Exactly.
Number two is that when you eventually invest, it will be like FOMO, you know.
Exactly.
And sometimes when it comes to investment, it takes patience as well.
Exactly.
So if you invest, you have to like give it some time to at least mature. But if you jump in and the stocks start going down, you jump out, like you're definitely going to lose.
Yeah. I think another good thing people need to know is the people you listen to when it comes to money is also very important.
Yeah.
Extremely important, because you can listen to someone that is extremely scared. What the person tells you would definitely affect you. Some of the huge money that I have made was because I listened to my siblings. My siblings are people that take risk as well. Yes, we've lost a lot of money, but we've also made a lot of money, and it's because of how we can do this. Why there have also been with some people that when we want to get into it, they're playing it too safe, that I would unknowingly play it too safe, and now later on regret. I know that I wanted to go big, but because of this person's energy, and probably maybe the person not really understanding how maybe the money thing works, it's kind of affects you. So the people that you also listen to when it comes to money really matters. They go a long way.
Okay, that's interesting. Now let me also ask you, now you've seen how dropping as little as 20 naira every day of the week has like compounded into like 20K at the end of what? What are some of the financial investment mistakes that you feel that people make? Especially, there are some people who don't believe in investing. There are people who believe in living in the moment, which is also okay. And there are people who believes in bank savings. What do you have to say about this? At how much of the risk should people basically take when they are investing?
So I think it's really also goes with how risk averse you are, right? It depends on you and your appetite and also your level of knowledge. So like when you're starting out, I would say don't go big because you don't really understand what you're getting into, right? So the first thing that I always tell people is do not start investing until you have emergency fund. And that is very important because when I see investing as money that is gone.
Yes.
So whenever I put something into the market, in my head, it can either come back or not come back. So what I try to do is tell you, take out emergency fund first. Money that will keep you safe, like a cushion, so that in case you mistakenly go into investment that goes wrong, you have something to fall back on, right? And then for people that don't believe in investment and like believe in living in the moment, I also believe in living in the moment, but I know that there is also a future, right? So I try to enjoy what I can, but the way I try to balance it out is by budgeting. So let's say, for example, when my salary comes, I bring out money that I will use to have fun and live in the moment. I also bring out money that I will use to take care of myself in the future. So I invest and I save. There's some people that believe in only saving. It can work for you, just that it will take a longer time for you to actualize the goal you want. Saving is not bad. The only thing that is bad is just too much savings where you don't send your money to work for you. So it means that you have to keep working till eternity. But if you want to kind of make that money grow bigger and faster and in a short period of time, that's what investing does for you. So investing sends your money to work. And then if you're only saving, you might even be saving an account that doesn't really pay you that much. Because of inflation, you're losing money. You're not making any money. So to go against inflation is to invest. So investing helps you beat inflation.
That's a nice way to put it. And also, like, I feel like if you invest all your things without having a safety savings, at the point you need an emergency fund, the stock might be low. So, and then you'll be forced to sell at
and
that
then when
price.
you sell, you now get discouraged to invest and you no longer invest.
Yeah, that's interesting. So Dimma, I watched one of your videos where you made an analysis of like if somebody was investing $500 every month, how the interest was going to compound over, for example, a period of 10 years.
20 years, yeah.
So like, can you give us a quick breakdown of that analysis?
Yeah, it's really simple, right? Is if you can remember compound interest in mathematics, that's also the way it works, right? So say for example, if I put $1 here, and then a company is telling me, oh, okay, we're going to be paying you 50 cents for holding this $1 of our this thing.
For saving it with us.
For saving it, exactly. Now, when they give you that 50 cents, and you add it on top of your 1, that's 1.5.
Yes.
And they give you another 0.5 again.
On top of the 1.5
that's 2.
now, yes.
So, like, over the years, it will keep doubling. And the thing is, the longer it stays, just like if I give you 1, they give you 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16.
Yeah.
You see that at the beginning, is a little bit slower. It's just 1 plus 1. It doesn't look big. But along if you keep doing 8 plus 8, 16, 16 plus 16, 32. So one thing with compound interest is that it works over a long period of time.
Yes.
So by the time you keep adding every month and keep reinvesting everything you have, the company is increasing in value, or the ETF, whatever, the dividend you're getting, you're reinvesting everything, it compounds.
Yeah.
And with time, the money will start working for you.
Okay.
So in the first 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you may not see any difference. But in the next 10, 15, 20 years, by the time everything starts compounding, you can have 500,000. And when it doubles, that's a million. When it triples, like that. So that's what compound interest does for you.
Okay.
So that's why I always used to beg people, no matter how little, just keep putting it. It might not look big now, but with time it compounds.
Okay, let me poke into personal business a little bit.
Okay.
Still in finances,
Yeah.
you know. But what is the highest percentage interest you've earned on any stock, and over what period of time?
I think the highest would be, I've seen around 400.
400 what?
percent.
400%. So if you had like 10,000 over a period of what time?
Over a period of 3 years.
3
plus.
years. So imagine you like invested 10,000 in
Exactly.
imaginary, into this stock. It's now like 40K
Something
in
like
a space
that.
of
Yeah,
3 years.
3 years, something
That is
like
massive, baby.
But I think I've even made more than that, but that is
Yeah.
in crypto. In crypto, I have made over 2,000, 3,000%.
Oh wow. Yeah.
But the money I've spent it, so don't worry, don't worry.
Crypto is like a wildfire. So,
Yeah.
and that's the same way it can go down, you know.
Yeah. In crypto, I've made a lot. I've also lost a lot.
Yeah.
So let's leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is one financial lesson that you've learned since your financial journey?
I don't know how else I would have really survived. I won't lie.
Yeah.
If I didn't invest, either be it in crypto or in stocks, because the salary some points might not really cut it for me because I have a lot of financial responsibilities. So when it comes to this thing, invest, yes, start out very little, but one thing is always make researches. I know that some people might struggle, but just like nobody is born with the knowledge of money. It's just what I've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
I tell people I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've also learned from my mistakes. So if you need to read, if you need to watch podcasts, if you need to watch YouTube videos, do all those things, but invest. It will really help you. It will go a long way. I know that a lot of people are very skeptical. A lot of people are very scared, and I won't lie, it's very scary. But it's something you do slowly and gradually you get comfortable at it, but it helps you grow your money.
Okay. Now, for people who are new to investing, what are some of the tools that they can use in starting their investment journeys?
So to start an investment journey, I would say there is this website that I really like. Yahoo Finance. It kind of gives you a lot of information about a company that you want to invest in.
Okay.
Another tool I would say, have a sheet where you track your investments. So you kind of, most times I just make use of Google Sheets really.
Okay.
So I just put down how much I've invested in the stock market. Might not necessarily be maybe how much you put in this particular stock but like generally how much I have put into the stock market to just know if I'm being profitable or not. I think another thing too is have a high yield savings account where you put your emergency fund into it, just so that you don't go and sell your investments as well. What other app? Your investment app really, like I make use of Trade Republic in Germany here, but depending on your location, if you're going to start investing, please only make use of apps that are within your location, because if it's not within your location you might have issues with accessing it and all of those things. So always make use of the app that is within your region.
And I also know that you do consulting for financial investment as well. So can you talk a little bit about that and perhaps how people can reach out to you if they want to?
Okay, so I help people. I have coached over 30 people and it's still ongoing, where I kind of help you analyze your finances. And a lot of people make money, but they end up really broke because they don't know how to manage their money. So I help you get your finances in order, and then also help you with your starting out your investments, tell you things you can invest in, why you should invest in them, and how often and how much you can start with, because from your financial analysis we can be able to sort out your investment style depending on your lifestyle. And then with that, we're able to go into the things you can invest in, the kind of risk you can take and the risk you cannot take depending on your financial stability. So that's what the call is about. It's usually like an hour, 2 hours call.
Okay.
It's really a long call, but people always, Dimma, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful I met you. Things like that. But you won't regret it. The link is usually in my Instagram bio, where you just book a session. For now, it's 40 euros. I know I give out a lot of value, so next year is going to increase.
Okay. That's really nice. I'm going to put up her account on the screen so that if you want to reach out to her, you can easily do that, But thanks for sharing that, Dimma. I think you're doing amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, now, Dimma, let's talk about the real hustle. So you work in 9 to 5, and then I remember you also had a side job, another 9 to 5 on the side, while juggling this content creating. Girl, how do you do it? Where do you find all these? How many superpowers do you have?
Oh my God, I will still boil everything down to God. I will never lie, because
why do everybody say God? I know it's God, but why do everybody say? Give us the real tea.
I will give the real tea, honestly. But why I will still give it all to God is because I usually go to Him to ask for strength.
Okay.
Because even when I was doing all those
health
things,
could have failed.
Exactly. Even when I was doing all those things, sometimes like when people are like, "Girl, how are you doing it?" Even me, I don't understand where the energy comes from.
Yeah.
Because I'll be doing something, I'll be like, "Scare you not tired?" But like I know I have energy. Do you get?
So you don't think it's passion?
So it could be everything at once, right? I couldn't have been doing what I'm doing now as of last year. So how it was at the beginning of the year, I told God that this year is personal for me, right? Having the 2 jobs and doing the content creation, there was a reason why. So getting the second job, I needed to pay off something quickly. So I didn't want to touch my 9 to 5, my normal salary. So I was like, okay, I'm going to juggle 2 jobs. So what I did was that, time management, I maximized my time. So what I do is I wake up around 5 in the morning.
Wow.
go to the gym. When we go to the gym and come back, on my way to the gym or on my way back to the gym, I'm editing. I basically didn't have a life that time, Chioma. It's not
you were editing on your way back
from the gym, like when
like in the train.
On the train, yes.
Okay.
I don't recommend it, right? But it was a necessity that I needed to do.
Yeah.
So over the weekend, I didn't have a life. I don't go out weekends because weekends were the only time I shot. Either I'm shooting my video or I'm shooting our podcast. And then on Sundays, I tried to see if I could rest. Monday to Friday was majorly for the 2 jobs. So when I come back from the gym, I have my first job starts around 11. So that period of 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm working on content creation. After that, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., I'm working on my first 9 to 5. Luckily for me, the second job was in the US. So it starts by 4 p.m.
It had a different time
zone. It had a different time zone. So I'll now do 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. or 12 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I go to sleep. So that's I'm telling you that. But at some point on the 5th month, it started getting to me because it was a lot. Like juggling the 2 jobs with content creation. I was also trying to be extremely consistent because I promised myself that this year I was going to be consistent. So that was it. I didn't have a life. I don't recommend it. Luckily for me, I think May, the company said they were not going to renew the contract. That's for the second job. I was very grateful because I was not confused on which one to resign because I was very exhausted. So.
I was going to ask if you at some point felt like quitting one of them.
Yes, I felt.
But now that you still have your 9 to 5 and the content creation, do you sometimes feel like quitting one and just entirely focusing on one?
Partially, yes, but I know that I don't really want to do content creation full time. I want to run my businesses. So content creation, I feel like it's something that you might get a bit bored of. In terms of that's just what you're doing. It might not be extremely fulfilling for me. It could be for other people, but if I can have like me quitting my 9 to 5 would be that I already have a business that I'm doing, like maybe like my consulting. Because I want to have start an academy. So like maybe starting an academy, running different brand deals and all of those things, and then having content creation as part of
basically brand influencing.
Exactly, brand influencing, having my own business and all of, but just solely or just content creation, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with all these things that you juggled, what is it that keeps you motivated even on days that you don't feel inspired?
So I think I would say the kind of life that I want to live is something that really pushes me.
So your future self is pushing you
because I really want to get to a point where money is not a problem for me.
Yes.
One. And then secondly, my family. I don't know. The love I have for them sometimes scares me, but I don't like maybe seeing any family member in struggle. So anytime I know that, okay, if I work hard and make this amount of money or anything, their life will be soft and they will be very okay. And then thirdly, too, would just be, I think my dad, he kind of, I don't know, watching him help a lot of people, even with the little he had. I think that's also where I got it from. So like my parents are very, I don't know the word to use. So I think I got that from them where like helping people makes me very happy. I think that's, to some extent, I feel like that's what my purpose is. So sometimes, like, even when I don't want to do something, and I just, I know that this thing will help someone one way or the other. I just have this, I feel very restless if I don't do it. So I have to go and help this person. So I think those are the things that really keep me going. Even the days I don't feel like doing it.
That's really nice. Money has to be made,
because money does a lot of things. It's scary.
So Dimma, let's get into the content creation. You're really growing fast. I think you've recently hit about over 14k followers on Instagram, and you know that Instagram is hard to grow. Now, how did you do that?
I would say it's not overnight. Right? I started content creation in 2020, but I was majorly on YouTube, right? So I had like a vlog channel, I had my finance channel, and I was consistent to some extent on YouTube, but it was very difficult as well. So on and off, the inconsistency, you won't really grow like that. So each year I make this promise to myself that, I'm going to be consistent. I'll try on Instagram, I'll get tired, maybe life will just throw one thing at you and you just give up. And with content creation, consistency goes a long way. So I tried the consistency thing on TikTok. I opened my first TikTok. I think it got to like 14k. I was just for 1 month or for 2 months, I was posting every blessed day on TikTok. I realized that even when I was posting on YouTube, when I was very consistent, I was growing. Like I told you that I took 2025 very personal. So this year, I told myself that for the first time, that I'm going to be consistent the whole of the year. Right? So beginning of the year, I started with 1,480 followers on Instagram.
Okay.
And I told myself that, okay, since YouTube is difficult for you in terms of being consistent because it's very hard to edit and be consistent, why not switch to doing short videos so that you will have less excuse?
Yeah.
At least with short videos, you can edit them yourself, you upload, right? So I told myself, okay, to remove the hurdles, let me do short form content and stay consistent for the whole year. If there is no growth, then I will know that content creation
It's not for
is not
you.
for me, right? Because it gives me joy.
Yeah.
But I've tried it and I'm not seeing so much growth because I'm not consistent. So beginning of the year, January, I mapped out what I was going to do. I took out my content pillars. I enjoy finance. I do tech. I enjoy lifestyle travel. I'm going to merge everything and just create content that I like and I also feel like people will benefit from.
Yeah.
So beginning of the year, I mapped out each month. I say, okay, for January, I'm going to create maybe 20 videos. This is what I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to look at the numbers. I'm going to focus on what I can control, which is to put out 20 videos for January. The first 2-3 months, I didn't really see any growth. I think I went from 1,480 to like maybe 1,500. At some point, I wouldn't lie, it almost started getting to me because I was not doing 2 jobs as well. So I had a good reason
To just quit.
But I told myself, like, you doing these 2 jobs is you building someone else's dream. You've always wanted to create content, build a community, and from there branch out and start your business. One of my very close friends, she told me, instead of quitting content creation, I know that it might not be paying now, quit one of the jobs. Yes, the money is good now, but in the future, this is not bringing you joy on a normal day. So why not focus on building something that is lasting for you? Quit one and focus on your job. Luckily for me, they said they were not going to renew. But then, ending of March, I just uploaded one video that I always, like a series I always do, which is how I invested a particular amount in the stock market. I uploaded this video. I did not add, I went to Raji's place. We're getting ready for her to bring TJ into the world. That's how I was not on Instagram. Next to that, I opened my phone. I saw 40 followers. Like, you know that I was like, waiting to happen. Did I mistakenly upload something that I was not supposed to upload? Next thing I just started seeing, because normally what I used to get is 100, 200 views. Next thing, the video had gone over 1,000. In the next 30 minutes, I'd seen 2,000. Next thing, 5,000, 10,000. I'm like, what's going on? But the thing was, like, I just told myself to not focus on the number. Like I told you, the goal was to focus on what I can control, which is to keep uploading videos, no matter how you feel, whether people watch it or not. So that was what I did. I think I consistently, up to now, since January till now, the minimum I've uploaded online is like 4 times a week. I always do 5, 6, 7, 8 as long as I can, but I made sure that I uploaded every single week. So I think that consistency. Another thing that I've noticed, that when you're consistent, people believe you more. Because you're showing them, you're showing up. So I kept on showing up. I was showing up on my stories. I was showing up on my feeds. I was walking them along my journey as I'm investing, my journey as a software engineer, when I got a new job, how I've been managing the job. I told them when I had the second job and everything. So I think that consistency, slowly I started building the community, and then people started reaching out to me. And I think that was how the Instagram grew. And every day I just get new followers, people who are interested in investing or in tech or in lifestyle as someone who lives abroad. So
that's really interesting. So at what point would you say that you realized that, oh, I'm actually like a content creator?
You know, up till now, I still don't really feel it.
Okay.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm like, I'm not used to the numbers. I don't know how to explain it.
It's not about the number. It's about like when you realize that, okay, I actually think that I can see myself doing this thing long term.
I will not lie. Sometimes I don't feel it.
Okay.
Like, I still feel like I have a lot to learn. I don't know. Maybe because the people that I really, really look up to, like, they do a lot. So maybe that's why I would say maybe the bar that I set for myself is a bit high.
Okay.
But I still feel like a learner.
So it hasn't dawned on you yet?
Yes, I don't. Yeah, it hasn't dawned on me yet. But I think one thing that maybe I'm like is when Lemfi, one of the companies that I've done brand deals with, when they reached out to me and like, we know you talk about finance and we want to work with them. Like, me. Like,
So with your new following, you're already like getting brand.
I've gotten 3, but only 2 went through. They thought
Okay.
people they pulled back because they needed to organize something on their end.
Okay.
But I've worked with 2, TransferGo and Lemfi.
Okay. That's very nice. And I hope that more comes on
Amen.
for you.
Amen.
Because that's the dream, really.
Amen.
So that we can quit the 9 to 5 and focus on.
I focus on doing my business, I swear.
Yeah.
Because 9 to 5 still remains a means to an end for me.
I was also going to ask, I feel like you've subtly answered this question, but I wanted to also ask, when you look into your nearest future, do you see already the possibility of you quitting your 9 to 5 to focus fully on content and content related stuff?
Yes, that's the goal. Very much the goal. Like, I'm giving myself from now till I'm 40, in the next 10 years, to be able to get everything I can in my 9 to 5, in the sense that I will use my 9 to 5 to build like my retirement, my businesses. I don't want to be caught compulsorily needing 9 to 5 when I'm 45. So I'm giving myself 10 to 15 years to be able to wrap it up with anything that has to do with 9 to 5. So yes, if by God's grace it happens sooner than later, if maybe in the next 5 years I'm a millionaire, I'm living 9 to 5.
I think I'm also ready, because the other time I just checked the retirement age. The retirement age is like 65 years. And then I subtracted my age, and I saw that I'm still going to work for 30 something years. And it didn't sit well with me, you know. I didn't think I saw myself working for the next 30 years in tech especially.
Exactly.
So it bothered me a little bit to like start thinking of what should the next step. But let me also ask you, what do you think it would take you to get on this next step of quitting your 9 to 5?
Yeah, so what it would take me to be able to do that is, 1, strictly invest and save, because I have also calculated my retirement number, which is around 3.5 million. If I'm able to do that if I'm able to get that by the time I'm 45.
What is retirement number?
So retirement number,
all the money you need.
All the money you need, like to like maybe 85.
Yes.
So you just need to calculate it for yourself. Like, I think I have a video that will come out this week explaining it. I've already done it before, but I don't think people will go to watch it. But it's also on my Instagram. So you kind of calculate how much you need for a retirement, including
based on your current lifestyle.
Yes, and also inflation and everything. So mine got to like 3.5 million. So there is a particular amount I need to put in the stock market. I'm also venturing into real estate, where I kind of get like rental properties and all. And by God's grace, my businesses as well. So that's why I'm taking 9 to 5 seriously. I'll try to see how I can increase my income to be able to aggressively save and invest. So by the time and also hoping maybe brand deals can bring money, businesses and everything. So by the time I'm able to hit that particular number in the next 15 years, I will be able to comfortably live 9 to 5 and focus on other things.
Still a long journey.
It's a long journey, it's a long journey. So I'm not in a hurry as well. I know that it's not an overnight success. It's going to take time, but I'm willing to do the time.
Yeah, that's amazing. So like, if you have to say something to someone out there who is looking to get into their investing journey, what is something you would tell them?
I would say take your time. Don't be in a hurry to just jump and start investing, because you hear people talk about investment and everything, right? So I would say you should take your time to make researches so that you don't make a lot of mistakes that I did, because I didn't know so much and I wanted to move ahead. So I made some mistakes that that when I look back, I'm like, so don't be in a hurry. Take your time, read books, watch people who have gotten or attend to where you're looking to, because the people that you take advice from really, I think I've said it earlier, they follow who know road. So go and watch people, read books on people that have succeeded, and it will go a long way. Another thing too is, yes, the market goes up and down, but your mindset will determine how long you can last in the market. So the market is not a linear curve. It goes up and down. So when you're investing, I always tell people to invest. There is really no money that you cannot lose, but put money that can make you sleep at night. Okay, so that slowly, when you now start getting comfortable with the market, you can increase your contribution as your risk level increases as well. So don't be in a hurry to go and put your rent or school fees in investments. You might be very disappointed. It will not be the period that the market is correcting that you're investing. So also make sure that you have emergency fund for at least 6 months to 1 year set aside before putting any money in the stock market, especially if you're a beginner and you're sure where to start.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, Dimma, you do a lot of things, you know. You're doing your 9 to 5, you're doing content, you're doing consulting, and all of this. Working hard is very important, you know.
Yeah.
But in all of this, how do you protect your peace?
That's very, very important. I think one of the things that I do is spending time with my loved ones. Like, that's why most of the times I always travel home. Like, people will be like, oh, you're always going to Nigeria, you like Nigeria. Because that's where my peace is. Like, whenever I'm at home, especially surrounded by my siblings, my mom, anybody, there is this peace that comes with it. Like, I feel like everything is going to be okay. So one of the ways that I do that is quality time with my loved ones. Another thing too is I enjoy traveling. There was time I used to travel back to back, but financial responsibilities kind of reduced it. But
Traveling still takes a lot of money.
Yeah, but I still try to incorporate 1 or 2 travels in a year. So I also try to travel. So I take some time off work. Like when I did with Maggie when I went to Netherlands, like I was like 4 days or 5 days off. It helped me recharge again. So I always make sure to take some time off work to kind of recharge. I think another thing too, like doing the things that I enjoy, which is like watching movies, sleeping, and then reading. Those are some of the things that help me.
Nice. So on the very exciting part, what is the best comment or DM you've gotten from a follower?
I've gotten a lot. I mean, sometimes I screenshot them. Like,
so that's why I asked for the best. Just one.
Okay, so there was this time I used to be very consistent on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I think I post for like a month or so. So someone, I don't know how, the person traced me, came to my Instagram. Tim, I've been looking for you. The person prayed for me that I'm one of the reasons why they are able to save and invest. It's very similar, but like what really caught to me was how the person said that they, and that period I was going through a lot. So they said they felt that wasn't okay and that they're praying for me. He or she, I can't remember who, but the person has been praying for me, that they can't wait for me to come back, that my videos I put out, that there are some of the things that keep them going, like how they are sad and depressed, but whenever they see my video it makes them happy. Like, I've gotten a lot of very great comments from people. Like, it's me very teary. I think that's also one of the things that keeps me going. Like even some of the people that I've done consultation with, like sometimes they'll be like, when we finish, they'll be like, I said I was this 45-year-old woman also that I spoke with, and after like she, the comments she gave me were very sweet. I've got
that must be very soothing.
It's
very motivating.
I'm not joking. Like it keeps you going because like the messages are very sweet. I won't lie. Like I've gotten a lot of. I don't really get bad comments actually. Like
and even if there are, we don't care about the bad comments.
So like I've gotten really good comments that. Some people be like, Dimma, please don't ever stop posting. You can take your break, but please always come back.
That's the feel right there. Like, you have people that are following you. Okay. Now, Dimma, let's play a quick game. We've been talking all serious, so let's tone it down a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 options. You're going to tell me which one you prefer and a short reason why. Okay. So, would you rather 14K IG followers or 14K cash?
If you've built a community, 14K IG followers, because you're able to build community and probably you do a product that almost every member in your community, maybe even just $1 per month, that's 14K every month.
Yes, that's a good one. Now, what is your dream brand collaboration? You don't know who might be listening. So
I have a lot, please. I want to work.
Brands, please tune in.
I want to work with Trade Republic. I want to work with Google. I want to work with Meta. I want to work with Microsoft.
I asked for only one.
A lot. I want to work with Notion. I want to work with Weibo. Like even some companies in the US.
We asked about one, but I've had like over 10 right now. But I just hope that these things like work out for you because you're really deserving of it and you've been like really working hard.
Thank you so much.
So, tech or finance?
Finance.
Like without that.
Finance.
So Dimma, tell us 2 truths about you and 1 lie. I will try to guess the lie.
I once had 6 bitcoins. 1. I have gotten a salary offer of 180,000, and then I have worked 4 jobs at a time. So
to be honest with you, all of them sounds like you. But I would say the one that is a lie is 6 bitcoins. I think because Bitcoin was very cheap at some point, so probably you could have had 6 bitcoins without like knowing that it was going to blow like this.
Okay.
I think you've gotten the offer of 180K. That's possible, but I would go with you've gotten the offer of 180K. Because I like the reason I said it is that like most remote jobs you would get would usually be maybe like,
maybe I would have said 125k.
Yes, I would have agreed. If you said 125, I would have.
I think that 180k is because my friend got an offer of 180k. So
it's also because I've not heard the story, so I feel like I know the answer. So the last thing before we go, Dimma, if you have one question for me, what would it be?
Are you in tech for the passion or for the money?
Am I in tech for the passion or for the money? I think it's both. Okay. I got into tech for the convenience. But then I remember when I was like back in uni, I used to say that, I got into tech to generate the finance, the capital to start up my business. Yeah. So I feel like it was both for the money, and then I eventually got into tech and I became very passionate. Because when I did the course in my uni, I really enjoyed it. So I think it's both the passion, and now the passion is coming with a lot of money. And I really love it. Yeah.
Okay. That's very good.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed the conversation. I'm hoping that our conversation would help one or two people out there. Do drop your comments or your questions in the comment section, and I'm going to link Dimma's Instagram account and her TikTok and all her socials, so that if you want to book a consultation with her, you can easily do that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm going to see you again in the next episode.
Make sure to subscribe to her channel if you don't. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.